You can see these are live pictures. Cape Canaveral Falcon 9.
В пятницу НАСА и SpaceX запустили в космос долгожданный пилотируемый космический корабль, который позволит им вернуть домой американских астронавтов Бутча Уилмора и Суни Уильямс, которые застряли на Международной космической станции более 9 месяцев. Весь процесс полета освещался в режиме реального времени. Миллионы людей стали свидетелями, как ускоритель Falcon 9 отделился и приземлился на площадке рядом с местом запуска, в то время как вторая ступень с астронавтами на борту продолжила движение по орбите.
SpaceX leads the charge over, I think, almost 100 launches last year. This year,
well, hang on, just 1 second. Here we go. We are
Here we
off.
go.
There she goes. 4 astronauts, or 3 astronauts and a cosmonaut on board. Stay with us for just 1 second, Congressman. We're going to watch this together. This is taken off from Cape Canaveral. You can see the beautiful Atlantic Ocean there in the background, off into space on a rescue mission for 2 stranded astronauts. Let's listen in.
So far. Seconds into today's flight. Power and telemetry nominal.
I don't know how many times you can watch that. It never gets old, seeing something. I mean, these are, and Congressman, talk about just the size and scale of that rocket. How big is that rocket that they're shooting off into space?
Well, again, you're seeing these are the elite rockets put forth by Elon Musk and the team.
Yeah.
This one is known as Endurance. And this particular rocket is the one that's been putting folks up at the space station for a while now. And what's if you don't live in the area, you can hear this sonic boom, and you can, of course, see this from miles and miles away. It never gets old. It's a testament to human technology, American technology, that we are leading the world in space propulsion, and we want to stay ahead of the Chinese. And so these amazing rockets are ones which get us into the place we want to be. And I think with these type of rockets that Elon Musk is putting together, let alone, of course, Starship is the bigger rocket that'll eventually propel us potentially to Mars and beyond. And so these are incredible. And I hope if they've never had the chance to go see a rocket launch, come to Florida, not enjoy just the ocean, but about every third day we see a rocket launch just like this. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It is something else. And it is well off into space now. A successful launch, at least at this point, from Cape Canaveral for SpaceX. A rescue mission of 2 astronauts that have been up there at the ISS for a very long time. Congressman, I imagine they're going to be very happy to come home, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a hell of a rocket you're seeing there. Again, 230 feet high.
It's amazing.
And they're excited to get home. I can only imagine being in space for 9 months and expecting a much shorter time, but they have made the most of it. The ISS is an important area where we do a lot of technology. And I think that this is where, where we are really excelling. And I'm just glad to see that SpaceX is leading the charge. And you're seeing that other companies, along with NASA, coming along as well. You see the first one come off there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Those are the booster detaching, or what is that?
Yeah, so that's detaching. That's the thing that's going to go back.
Yep.
And you'll see this come back to land, of course.
Well, we might have to just hang on this and watch that.
They had the fuel necessary to get that thrust off the launch pad.
Right. Okay. So is that just called the booster, I guess? Is that's what it is?
That's exactly what it is. That booster is allowed. That gives us the fuel you need. As you can only imagine, it doesn't get a lot of miles per gallon on that one.
Yeah.
So it's pretty extraordinary what SpaceX has done with their technology. It's just so radically different than what we're used to with the Apollo program.
I'm trying to hot seat produce a show. How long do you think it'll be until that thing comes down and gets either caught or lands upright? Does that take very long?
It won't be more than 2 or 3 minutes. You'll see that come back. And you saw, of course, even with the failed overall mission last week with SpaceX, they were able to return those boosters back and make sure they can reuse them. That's the amazing thing about Elon's technology. You know, most of these are never reusable. Elon Musk has changed the technology radically. But every time I see this, I'm just absolutely amazed at the power and the strength of American space and how he has created this reusable reusable rocket that's been so successful for our nation.
I think they're about to potentially be catching this. The booster's on the left here. And you can see just how far along the rocket on the right is. You can already see the full shape of the Earth up there. Let's just see this catch. Hang on one second, Mike. God, that's cool.
There's that landing burn. Let's watch as Falcon 9 touches down on landing zone 1.
Look at this.
Stage 2 of the
Look at that. Hey, Mike.
And the crowd here is excited.
Can you hear me?
To see Falcon 9 touch
That is
down
amazing.
on landing zone 1.
Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How hard is it to catch a booster on the ground after it shoots a rocket into space?
That's pretty amazing. I feel like I'm not. I mean, look, we have President Trump conquering the Justice Department and Elon Musk landing his rocket back on Earth. I mean, it's just amazing. An amazing day.